Google just released their latest AI video model, and it's called VEO Fast. You can use this to create absolutely stunning AI videos, and you can do this at half the cost of their previous model, VEO. I'm going to show you exactly how you can use VEO Fast to create AI generated videos for business outreach. So I created this video of a news presenter, and it has a personalized element in the back where it says, "Hi, Omar." So you can put your prospect's name in, and she's about to read a script that is personalized to the person I'm reaching out to. So the way I built this is you start off using Lovable, where I created a no code AI website where I can put the information about my prospect. So their name, company, their LinkedIn profile URL, LinkedIn company URL, and information about the video I want to create. Once I've done that, we go into our n8n automation. So we can scrape the LinkedIn's profile data. We can scrape the person's LinkedIn posts, their company data, and we use an agent to search for the latest news about the company. We then take all this rich data and write a personalized email for the prospect, which we get back in our app. And then once we've done that, we use this data to write a personalized video script, which then goes to create our VEO video. So let me show you what we created. This is the video here. And before I play it, I just want to give you a bit of context. And that is this automation went to my LinkedIn account. It found the last post that I wrote, and it found this little line in it where I said AI can be used to write email copy so good that it feels like you've just sent them a handwritten love letter. It's a bit of a joke in my post. I was able to find this and use it as a hook for the entire video. Check this out.
Hi, Omar. Love the handwritten email analogy. Let's chat about making Omnivate's AI even more magical.
That's crazy. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can create all of this. And I'm going to be giving you full automation I've created here for free. I'm going to give you the prompts I used to create this lovable website. And to get all of that, all you need to do is go to my free community, go to the classroom section. Here's AI workflows, and then you get everything here. So giving this all away for free, all I ask is if you find this useful or you learn anything in this video, you just leave a comment because this helps this video get seen by more people. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be choosing one person from every video who leaves a comment and give them access to my pro community where you can learn all about how to create automations just like this. Let's jump into the video. Let me start off by showing you how you can get the automation yourself. When you're in the free community, you scroll down to the bottom of the page and then click resources and you can download the JSON. Then you just need to go into n8n, click the three dots, port from file, select the right workflow, and then there you go. You have it. So now let me show you how this all works. So you can see here, the first one we're doing is using a webhook, get the right information from Lovable. So that's where we're starting. We've generated this beautiful website in Lovable where we can collect all the information we need to get this automation working. So we have our prospect's name, the company name, the LinkedIn profile URL, the LinkedIn company URL, and then here is where we write exactly what we want the video to be about. And here we say the description of the person in the video. I just want to take a moment to really appreciate how beautiful this website is and the fact I did this without writing any code and in 2 to 3 prompts. So just even though like I'm clicking on the boxes, you have the outline. It looks so professionally designed. It blows my mind. But anyways, back to the actual Lovable website. We put the information in here. When we press generate, this then sends all this information from Lovable to n8n. The way this works is through the webhook node. So you can see here it says webhook, and this is our way of allowing Lovable and n8n to communicate together. So let me show you exactly how you can set this up yourself. So if you go to Lovable, and here we have our opportunity to write our prompt. So we just go into our community, we can copy this prompt here. So let's just copy all of this. Then we want to go into Lovable, add the prompt, but the key thing we need to include, I just find is we need to add our webhook URL from n8n. So you see here, when it says on submit, when you press the submit button on our website, we want to send all this information to n8n using our webhook URL. And that's exactly what we just copied from here. So when you're testing this out, you can use the test URL. When you're ready to go live, use the production URL. So we're using the test URL for now. So put that in here, and then the rest of the prompt is ready to go. So now you can just send this off, and it's going to go off and it's going to create that website for you. So I have it ready here already. So to use this, what I'll do is I would want to add a name. So I can add my name here. Let's say my company's name. I want to add a LinkedIn profile URL. So I can just add in anything. But let's actually go in. Let's add mine. So here's my LinkedIn. I'm going to copy this. Let's go back to our website. I'm going to add my LinkedIn company. You can add in the LinkedIn company URL here. So I'm just going to add a placeholder. And then here's your chance to write what you want the video to be about. So I can write, I want the video to be in this. So why am I typing? I recently started using Whisper Flow, which is incredible. So I'm just going to use that. I want this video to be in the style of a BBC News report. And I want the video to be the reporter speaking to their camera. I also want in the background a personalized piece of text. So there we go. I have that. And then you can write what you want the prospect to look like. Make the reporter be a young, beautiful woman in her 20s. So now we have the person that we want to be in the video. So all you need to do now, we go into n8n, and here if I were to execute the workflow, so now it's waiting for it to bring data across. And we go into here and I'll write generate. So now you can see it sent it off. And here we have received the information. So everything we wrote down has come in. What I've done to speed this up is I've just pinned the data because I've already done it once and I can give you an example that's already worked. So now we've got the information from our Lovable website into n8n. This is where we use our automation to do all the amazing AI workflows, get the right information, then we send it back into n8n. So let me take you through exactly how this automation works. So the first thing you can see we're doing is once we get the information from our webhook, we just want to pull out all the relevant information. I'll actually remove this, we're not using email anymore. So we can use all the relevant information. So here is an example. So we've got the name, we've got the company, and we have, most importantly, the video description and person description. Once we do that, we're basically using a platform called Apify to do a crazy amount of automated research on our prospect. So this is Apify if you've never heard it before. And it's a bunch of web scrapers that allow us to get data from the internet. So I'm using their LinkedIn web scrapers where I can take information from a person's LinkedIn profile. I can do that from their company's LinkedIn profile. I can look at all the previous posts they've done on LinkedIn and so much more. So this is the platform I'm using. And if you've never used it before, don't worry because I've already set this up for you. All you need to do is create a free account. Then you need to go to settings, API integration, and just copy your token here. So this gives you your unique API key. Then we go back into n8n and you just want to add it in this node here. Then I automatically populate it in these other sections. So now that we have that, we're going to have this workflow going off where we're going to scrape our LinkedIn, our prospect's LinkedIn profile. So you can see here we got all this rich data. And what I do is I just pull out the most important pieces. So really we want the about section. This is normally where the rich information we want to use, personalize our outreach. We do the same thing with their LinkedIn post. So we see the last LinkedIn post they did, and you get the date as well, just in case if it's one that's been posted a while ago, we may not want to use it. We get the date and the text. And with the company scraper, we get the LinkedIn company description. So I'm using myself in this example. And then finally, we have this agent that tells you if there's any recent news about the company. So yeah, unfortunately, I am not big enough to have news written about me yet. But here is good because it tells us no relevant news was found. So in this occasion, we didn't need to use this. So you can see we have all this rich abundance of data. We then take that and write a personalized email. So these emails are really good. You get a subject line and an email body. And the way I've created the prompt here, I've done it in a way so that the copy for this email comes out really good. Doesn't look like generic AI generated emails. It's done in a way so that it sounds very natural, it sounds very human, and most importantly, it's completely personalized. Every single sentence pretty much is personalized. So someone getting this in their inbox, they're not going to think this is just some generated automated AI email. They're going to feel like someone actually put some effort in and wrote this themselves, which makes it so much more likely that they're going to respond. So this is the personalized email. At the same time, we use all that data we just scraped to create a personalized script for our video. So we saw how in the video I created, it found my LinkedIn post and used that as the hook. But every single time, the AI is going to figure out what the best data is to use and use that for the video, which is so powerful. So this is the prompt for VEO3. So I've done this here where it can basically create the prompt that we're going to use. So this is all ready for you. And you see here, we're putting in from the initial Lovable website, the video description and the person in the video. So it's getting all this information as well as the information we scraped from the Apify scrapers. And it's getting that by seeing the email we wrote. So it only has the relevant information. And then it's using all of that to generate the one prompt and script for the video. So we can see here, this is the prompt it created. So realistic news studio styled like BBC. And then here it gives a one sentence. Hi, Omar. I love the handwritten email analogy. Let's chat about making Omnivate AI even more magical, so on, so on. So really, really powerful workflow. We then use a platform called Replicate to create the video. So if you've not heard of it, this is the platform. It's called replicate.com. And I absolutely love this platform because it allows you to access every single image and video model out in the market without needing to subscribe to all of them. So I don't need to subscribe to ChatGPT and Google and Flux and all these image models and video models and break my bank account. Instead, I can just have this one platform and I can only pay for these videos when I use them. So this is what we're using to generate the video. And what we're doing is we're going in, we're using VEO3 Fast, going into the API documentation. Then here it tells you exactly how to set up the API in any platform. So I take this information and I use this to set up the API node. So here we go to create video, and all of this is set up for you. What you need to do though is add your own API key. So what's really important is for the authentication, here we have the generic credential type. You need to choose header auth, and then here you need to create your own credentials. So you can see for mine, I have the name as authorization. So you need to have this name exactly like this. Then you need to get your API key from Replicate. So to do that, you want to go into here, go into API tokens, and then here you can copy your API keys. You can create a token if you don't have one, and then here you can copy it. Then you need to go back into n8n. But the important thing is you can't just paste it. What you need to do is write bearer space the API key. So see here where it says authorization, we have the word bearer and then a space. So you need to do it just like that and then paste in the API key. So that's in this section here, right? Bearer space, paste in that token. When you do that, that's going to then work. You've set it up. The rest is all set up for you. We're dynamically pulling in the prompt from the input. We're doing all the tricky stuff. It's then going to create the video. And here we just have a loop to wait until it processes. And then the final outputs we get is we get the video link, we get the subject line, we get the email body, and then this is then sent back to our app with this webhook. So this gets sent back to Lovable. And this is our second page. So really beautiful. It goes stage 1, stage 2. And then we get our subject line. We get our email, which is now completely personalized using all that rich data. And then here we get our video. So if you just select watch video, you then get a link showing you this. You can save it, and then you can use that in your email outreach. So that's the entire workflow. We've used VEO free. We've used an entire n8n automation that scrapes our data. We have personalized emails. We have the video. We have the Lovable website. We have so much going on here. But we bring this all together and it builds a really powerful workflow. And it's your way of standing out in your outreach. Rather than getting or sending emails that are generic, that get ignored because they sound like everything else, you can do this to stand out, to look different. But most importantly, you can do this at scale. You can do this to hundreds or thousands of leads. So that's the power when you're using AI automation. So I really hope you found this useful. Go into the resources in the free community, like experiment, try to change this, turn it into your own. And if you like this type of content, you want to take your learning a little bit deeper, I have a private community. And this is all full of entrepreneurs who are trying to learn how to use AI in their business, specifically across marketing and sales to grow their business. And I take you through various different courses where you learn about the fundamentals of n8n and AI. You learn about sales automations, marketing automations, and so much more. So that could be a good place to check out as well if you want to take your learning deeper. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time.